traders, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com doing an E-mini Trading Room recap for Friday the 30th of November. And today was mostly a choppy day, and we took two quick trades for an actual entries and exits. We took 1.5 points out of the market. First trade came over here. We did grab a quick long, and up here we took some quick profits. And then the markets continued chopping around. We watched it, then we grabbed a short over here, and we just grabbed some really quick profits on it. So we took 1.5 points out. Not too bad. It was a pretty good November all in all. And sometimes you do it like that, and the market was just really choppy. It just really didn't give a lot of clarification. Even the move down was very choppy, and a lot of times less is more. I know you've probably heard that many times in other situations, but that's kind of the mantra that kicks in with trading. Less is more. You don't want to make a ton of trades, and that's my style. I like a couple trades here and there, and consistent profitability, and that's what I strive for. That's what I look for, and that's what we've done so far in the trading room, and it's definitely been pretty awesome, and it's been a lot of fun for me. And every trader is going to be different. Everyone's going to want to trade a little bit differently, and some people, they can't only make a couple trades per day. They need to make a lot of trades, and it really depends on what people's mentalities are and stuff like that. Can they make only a couple trades per day? I think especially for new traders, the style of trading that I do, it really does set them up for success. Most traders come into the market, they lose money, they leave, they never trade again. Or, maybe they lose a lot of money. Or maybe they lose money and then they learn, and then they start making money. But, I guess the odds of becoming a professional trader are really not in a new trader's corner, so to speak. And that's one of the reasons I teach what I teach. If I made 30 trades every single day, it would be a little more difficult for someone new to trading to really grasp. But this is the style, especially day trading. Day trading is not an easy method of trading. It's not for the faint of heart, and it's something that is difficult to grasp, because every day you have to come into the trading, you have to come into it fresh, you have to come into it with an open mind, and you have to come into it ready to play the game, ready to trade, ready to run your business as a trader. Because if you come in, you have some slip-ups, you lose a lot of money, you're not going to be able to function the next day. And that's really what I teach, really what I try to hammer on. And once you're up a little bit, you can take, maybe you make a lot of money for a month straight. You can take a little bit more risk, but once you lose money, you need to go back to the small risk that you're doing. And sometimes I do that, and that's just because I've been trading for a while, and that's kind of what I see, and if you see an opportunity, sometimes you want to jump on it, but if it bites you, you need to back up. It's like I like to talk about trading as surfing, and it's the same concept. Like trades, they go, the market goes down, up, down, up, down, up. kind of like waves of an ocean would, just kind of, go up and down like that. So if you look at it as you're surfing the market, you're surfing the waves, if a shark bites you, you're going to get out of the way. Or, you're going to try to, fend off that shark and get out of the water. You're not going to stay there and let him bite you again. And same way with the market. You take a loss, you don't want to take a second loss, but yet you don't want to blind yourself as far as profit opportunities either. So you really want to be able to protect yourself, and this is a good way of doing it. And I definitely get more in depth with people that I'm coaching, as obviously, but I don't want to, make a 50-minute video here either. So with that, hope you guys got something out of it. Have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.